Hey everyone, and welcome to another game analysis video. Now, after nearly 3 years of not making a video or even really playing PaiShow, I decided to get back into it and start creating these videos again to help out the community. In this game, I am playing Cannoli, who is a very well-known and respected member of the Scud PaiShow community. And this is a very interesting game with a few very cool techniques that I wanted to show you all. Starts off pretty simple. We take one of each accent piece, and I am going to move through the opening pretty fast because it's a pretty standard 5-3 opening from me and a 5-4 opening from Cannoli. Okay, so here we have both of us have all the pieces on board we need to make a harmony, and this is the first time where either one of us is threatening a harmony ring. Here we can see Cannoli can bring their white 5 into the position -7-2, and then move their white 4 down here, creating a harmony ring. I block this with a rock, so I bring up my white 5 from the northern gate, blocking it with a rock, and now I'm threatening for a harmony ring. Just need to move my red 3 over. They block that with a white 5. Now in this position, that was probably the best move they could have made. They could have also moved their white 5 over here, could have moved their white 4 over here. They cannot make a new harmony in the position they're in, so they can't place down a rock or knotweed or anything like that. But they moved their white 5 over, leaving their white 5 in the western gate is a good decision to control that gate, and now they've got a white 5 in a good position, or good-ish position, to make a harmony ring. I move my red 3 over, saying, hey, I can still make a harmony ring next turn if I bring my white 5 down and into a harmony, and then wheel down my red 3. They reply to this with the white 4 moving up. Now, this is a decision I didn't quite understand at the time, but looking back on it, the reason why they didn't move their white 5 out of the gate is because they still want to keep control of that western gate. Gate control is a very important part of this game. I move my red 3 up. This is basically just to move my red 3 out of the way so I can move it back into a harmony so I can guarantee a harmony next turn. I can either move my red 3 into a harmony or move my white 5 up here into a harmony. They move their white 5 into a harmony, so now they've got 2 viable ways of creating a harmony ring, so I have to watch out for that, as well as planting a red 3 in the northern gate. As I mentioned before, I move my red 3 into position and place knotweed here. Now this knotweed is in a very powerful position, because if you notice, they cannot make a harmony ring on this horizontal because of the rock, and now they can't make a harmony ring with a piece on either of these spaces. What they will either have to do is move their piece above this rock, or they'll have to move the piece in closer, which they don't want to do because then they'll have to move their white 4 all the way down here, which would be a very difficult process. If you notice, I'm also 1 move away from harmony ring. I just have to bring this in and wheel down, but they block that by moving their red 3 in position. I move my white 5 down here, and this is probably the first interesting tactic played in this game. This does 2 different things. This is 1, setting myself up for harmony ring next turn, and 2, also attacking their white 3. So this puts the opponent in a no-win situation. They have to block me from forming a harmony ring next turn, and at the same time they're going to lose a key part of the harmony ring they're trying to form. They block my harmony ring by moving their white 4 down and putting in a rock, pretty standard, and I take their white 3. Now they're going to have to plant another piece in the eastern gate, or possibly the southern gate, and get a piece in this corner again to try and form their harmony ring. So that with this move, it shows that they're abandoning making the harmony ring on this pattern, if you can see my mouse. And now they're trying to make a harmony ring on this vertical part of the board with their red 4, which they can move in, put down a red 3, and then move that over here. I move my white 5 into position to block them, pretty standard move. The reason why I didn't move here is because I wanted to move out of harmony, so I can move one of these pieces back into harmony. And the reason why I didn't move in closer here is because with their white 4 piece here, I thought this would allow for more open position on the red 3 end to move around. They move their white 5 up here. This does two things. This is an easy harmony for them to get out their orchid to try and control the western side of this board. It also sets them up for a harmony ring back on their old harmony ring pattern, just in case they want to revisit it later in the game. I move my red 3 into position with my white 5 and place a red 4 on in the eastern gate. And this again is attacking their white 4 in space 7-3, and it can also create a harmony with a red 3 over here. I'm a very aggressive player, and you'll see me very often trying to capture pieces and control pieces. They move their orchid in position, locking up my red 3 and blocking harmonies on this vertical. As I said before, I capture their red 4, create this harmony, and place a red 4 in the western gate. This prevents them from, or at least slows them down from trying to create this harmony ring. And also, I'm again attacking their white 4 piece here. And if you can see, if I place my red 4 here, that starts setting me up for harmony ring in this pattern. They move their red 4 out, trying to get this harmony ring. I take their red 4 and place a white 4 down in the southern gate. This move does 3 things. It does 1, tries to set me up for a harmony ring in this pattern, which is viable now. 2, it attacks the red 4 that they're trying to create a harmony with here. And 3, it controls the southern gate. Now that now with my piece there, they can't plant a red 3 to finish off this harmony ring. So the best they can do is plant one in the western gate and slowly bring it down here, which will take more moves than they were hoping for. They move the red 4 just out of position to not get taken by my white 4. I move my red 3 to block this harmony. They move their red 3 down to create a harmony, and then they can move this over next turn to continue the harmony ring, whilst placing a white 4 in the western gate, attacking my red 4 here. And it will also create a harmony with their white 4 right here. Now this was half good move, half bad move. The good part of this is it creates a harmony. Creates a harmony here, and also I'm in position to again attack this red 4, and they can't attack me because I'm in a white space. However, I did waste my wheel here as it didn't really do anything. This white 4 is still in great position to attack my red 4 and capture it. This is a wasted wheel. If I were to play this again, I probably would have tried to control the northern gate, maybe putting a red 3 or a red 5 in the northern gate, trying to get this, trying to continue with this harmony ring here. They play out their white 4, so they decide not to take my red 4. Instead, they're playing a more aggressive approach now that I've let off control of the southern gate. They're trying to complete or get all the pieces I need for this harmony ring. I move my red 5 into position. Now I am threatening 2 harmony rings here. I'm threatening that I can move my white 5 over to 3-3, trying to create a harmony ring on this position, as well as planting a red 5 in the western gate, threatening this harmony ring. So right here I have myself open to 2 different possibilities, and it just depends which one I want to go with. They move their white 5 into position for their harmony ring and play a knotweed, a very effective knotweed, because now I'm going to have to move my red pieces around a little to try and get my harmony ring. And I take their red 4, slowing down their harmony ring they're trying to form. They move out their red 3, not really caring because they can plant their white 5 straight after. And now they are 1 move away from a harmony ring. They just have to move their white 5 into position at 2, -7, and then wheel their red 3 over. I block that by moving my white 4 back down here, blocking this horizontal harmony from happening. Or they can still get it if they move their white 5 over in these 2 positions, but at least they're not going to win the game from here. They move their white 3 into position, so they're 1 move away from the harmony ring too. They can move their white 5 into this position again and wheel away my white 4. And I combat that by moving my white 5 to block this vertical harmony. They have decided to go with another route, so they've moved their white 5 up here. They're again 1 move away from creating a harmony ring. They just have to move their red 3 over and then wheel their other red 3 up. This is where I bring in the orchid that I planted earlier, that I forgot to mention, to control the red 3. So now they're not going to be... so now it's going to take at least 2 more moves for them to create a harmony ring. They move their white 5 into position for harmony, removing the rock that I had here. Now thinking that they can move this up and this down, or they can move this piece up and this up. Gives them a couple more options for harmonies. I move my red 4 to block the vertical harmony on this line, as well as bringing in my lotus tile. I brought in my white lotus tile so that I can bring it out, which means I can capture pieces with my orchid. And if I capture this red 3, then I basically have control of this entire corner of the map with my orchid, and they're going to have to deal with that. They bring in their red 3, threatening a harmony ring next turn, and similar to what I did before, they bring in a white 3 into the eastern gate to attack my red 3. I, of course, have to block the harmony ring that they're trying to form. So my idea here was to create a harmony with my lotus tile, and then move their boat into a harmony so they don't get the harmony bonus next turn and move this up. However, I was very mistaken in this move, and I wasn't thinking straight. I didn't even know what I was thinking, because they have more ways to make a harmony and move their red 3 into position, and I lose the game. So from this lose, you can take away, always look to make sure that they can't make a harmony and move something into position. If I were to replay this, I would probably be more disruptive with my boat, maybe moving my red 3 out, or moving their red 3 out, or moving their white 5 out. But moving their white 5 into position gate set them up perfectly to get the win. I hope you have enjoyed this game analysis video. If you have, don't forget to press that subscribe button and ring the bell to make sure you get notified when I upload another one. And if you have a game that you would like analyzed, feel free to private message me in Discord or ping me in the Discord server, which I will have linked below. Thank you for watching my video, and I will see you next time.